crafters, thanks for joining me here in the attic. So pull up a chair, grab your favorite beverage, and let's talk a little bit about fairy wings and forgotten things. This is a bonus video. It is technically day 7, and I do have a day 7 video up that goes on the adventures of Professor Fernscribe. But I wanted to come on and do a little week 1 recap and tell you a few things about the story, the adventures of Professor Fernscribe. First thing, I hope everybody by now has gone over and followed all of your fairy guides, and that you're following your link tree or your calendar to make sure you are finding the correct fairy guide for each day that has your game token and your official prompt for the day. If you have been following me for the past 7 days, you should know by now I am telling the story of the adventure quest of Professor Fernscribe. And I have been reading daily story cards telling you all about the different worlds of the Fae that Professor Fernscribe has been visiting. I have had a lot of interest in these story cards, and I have mentioned it in another video that I would be having these available for y'all. Once this video is public on YouTube, you should be able to go over to my Facebook group and you can find week 1's story cards. I will be giving these out each week after I have already completed the stories that week. What I would like to discuss here is your use of these cards. Normally with my kits and my freebies, I tell you they are for personal use, but that you can make journals to sell as long as you are creating a unique item and not just printing out my kits or my freebies and selling them as is. With this story, I am asking you not to do that. I am asking that these please remain for your own personal use. I do not want you to put these in any journal that you would be having up for sale. And the reason for that is I created this whole adventure based on Professor Fernscribe and her story in honor of my daughter. And I would like to introduce y'all now to the real Professor Fernscribe. My daughter Autumn is getting her PhD in anthropology and archaeology. She has always had a love for adventure. She and other members of her crew do the real-life anthropology and archaeology that we only talk about with Professor Fernscribe. They go on their own adventures, digging up the past and learning from it. She has worked in places like Ireland and even in local areas like Philadelphia, trying to learn more about our world and those that came before us. And just like with Professor Fernscribe, she never knows exactly what she's going to find. Some things might be small, and some things might be much grander. And sometimes it's a family affair when her dad jumps in and helps her build things to help with her research. And also, like Professor Fernscribe, she loves to share what she has learned, so she works with scout troops to earn their archaeology merit badge. If you'd like to follow along with her adventures, I will have the link in the description box where she shares the things that she's working on. So there you have it, my very own real-life Professor Fernscribe. I couldn't be more proud of all that she has accomplished and what she tries to teach people every day. So I hope you'll come back and join me here again tomorrow and find out where Professor Fernscribe heads next. So until next time, y'all take care.